there's some really interesting research about birth suites too, where they installed red lights, amber lights, yellow lights, and white lights, and then, you know, checked out how do people react in there. And they found that in the red light room, everyone, even the birth workers, all started crawling on the floor and using, like they said, snake-like movements.
Interesting. That's amazing.
And the amber room was the most universally appreciated by families and practitioners and midwives. The amber lights. And then the white lights were perceived as sterile, and the situation was felt as more stressful, and like people felt like they needed to be more like on a time schedule because, right, that white light gives you that cortisol. And so you want that in the daytime. And you also want that in an emergency situation. Like, no one's saying that if you're doing an emergency cesarean that you should keep the lights low. Like, you need all the light you can for that emergency situation. But for a physiological birth that's going well, that light being red is better. Okay. So then you have the evening light under control. Then you're getting up and you're seeing the morning sunlight, and you're getting out throughout the day as much as you can. And then you want to make sure to eat the main part of your meals in the daytime as well, because the food will stimulate your circadian rhythm. And so especially for pregnant people, if they miss breakfast, it's almost impossible for them to get their nutritional needs without eating after dark. But when you eat after dark, it upsets your autophagy and different circadian processes. So that's where daytime eating is really, really key. And that's also true for birth workers. And they're starting to do research on people who work night shift, and they find that night shift people will have fewer like metabolic problems if they eat in the day, even though they're working at night.
Wow.
So you wouldn't shift your meal schedule to whenever you're awake. You would keep your meals happening in the daytime whenever possible. And then if you are eating after dark, to focus on protein and fats, and at least not eat carbs. Because of the way the metabolism changes. So those are the three really big things.
Yeah, we recommend that. I recommend that a lot of midwives do already to their pregnant clients. Good. Like, hey, I was going to say, actually, like, I wanted you to fix that. Perfect. Yeah, I can see a little bit.